If you don't have many friends, it means you have a lot of life experience. Don't trust people who tell you other people's secrets. Don't give advice or salt unless you are asked. If you want to see the future at its best, study the past. People want to see you do good work, but never do it better than them. A jealous person will praise you in front of you and criticize you in your absence. I don't care what people say about me. I care about my mistakes. Don't be afraid of losing people, but be afraid of losing yourself while making people happy. You can't change your destination overnight, but you can change your perspective and thinking. A person who does not know how to govern himself will always be a slave to others. The worst disease that can afflict a person is to hate arguments. The wounds of a person who keeps thinking about revenge are always fresh. Pain makes you strong, fear makes you brave, and heartbreak makes you wise. Between despair and hope, always choose hope. My advice is, get married. If you find a good wife, you'll be happy. If you don't find a good wife, you'll become a philosopher. To make life easier, it is important to focus on important things instead of obstacles. Days are very precious. If one day passes, it means you have one less day. So spend each day thoughtfully. Nothing new will come to you until you change yourself. I call myself a peaceful warrior because the battles we fight are from within. Always dream. Don't just try to be better than your opponents. Try to be better than yourself. Don't do what you can do. Try to do what you can't do. Anything that is begged for is of no use. Where there is shouting, there is no true knowledge. There's no point in trying for something that will make you miserable in the end. Where you sit when you are old shows where you stood when you were young. Your favorite thing is everywhere, but don't look for it in the wrong places. By choosing to live above the ordinary, we create extraordinary problems for ourselves. A prisoner is not the one who committed the crime, but the one who clings to his crime and repeats it again and again. The most powerful person in the world is the one who is the loneliest. Strength does not come from physical ability, but from madness. A person does not become wise when he starts talking big things, but rather when he starts understanding small things. Everyone has the same goal, to be popular rather than right. To know the value of happiness and to share it with others, you need to have someone. He who begins well is halfway to success. I consider myself rich by reducing my desires. I kept blaming everything else for my failure. Then I realized the problem was within myself. History shows that the majority of people who have accomplished anything have spent their youth in solitude. It is important not to lose yourself in the colorful world, but to take time to reflect on yourself. What is important to you? In our struggle to better ourselves, we often get caught up in the world's race that brings us no real benefit. A liar needs a good memory. If a person with knowledge does not act upon it, He is like a sick person who has medicine, but does not use it. Bookish education will give you a job, while self-knowledge will improve your destiny. Success is nothing but the repetition of a few simple things. Don't limit education to just reading. Make it a means of action. The walls we build around ourselves to keep out sadness are the same walls that keep our happiness away from us. If you really want to do something, you will find a way, but if you are not serious, you will always find excuses. Peace is always beautiful. Do anything, but let it bring joy. Pointing at the lives of others will never stop the evil among us. Only shining a light on our own lives can help us. All beauty comes from beautiful blood and a beautiful mind. Always keep your face towards the sun, and the shadows will fall behind you. You must get used to the brightness of the light and every moment of your life. Reevaluate what you have been told. Reject what insults your soul. If you don't show speed in achieving your goal, its passion will fade. Successful people do things that unsuccessful people can't do. Poor people spend their money and save what is left, but the rich accumulate wealth and spend what is left. Happiness is not about getting everything you want, it's about enjoying what you have. Nothing is as strong as silence. He who wants to become rich in a day will surely be hanged one day. He is the richest who is content with the least. Pitiful is the person whose advisors are ignorant. Only the most ignorant or the most intelligent can resist change. Think about yourself and know yourself. Your mind is everything. You become what you think. I am the wisest man in the world right now because I know that I know nothing. Challenge yourself. This is the only path that leads to progress. Be brief. It is not pleasant when something becomes too long. The ignorant will commit more obscene acts. Knowledge is a garden. If it is not cultivated, you cannot harvest it. Fear only takes hold of you when you think about it too much. Not expressing regret for bad actions is another mistake. Wealth does not create virtue and goodness, but rather, wealth comes into being through virtue and goodness. Eat half in youth and save half, because what is accumulated in youth is useful in old age. Don't seek what you don't need. He who does not fear God fears everyone, and he who fears God fears no one else. Good conduct is a high quality. Maybe if we tell people that the brain is an app, they will start using it. If you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. Keep all your worries in your pocket, but make sure there is a hole in the pocket. If you don't let go of the wrong people, you'll never meet the right people. Life always gives you a second chance, and it's called tomorrow. You should expect less from others and trust yourself more. Never tell anyone your plans, but work quietly and show them your progress. Don't criticize people you've never gone to for advice. To be happy, always stay away from stupid people. It is foolish to know the truth, see the lies, but still believe them. Be happy in front of people who don't like you. It hurts them a lot. Failure is a part of life. If you don't fail, you will never learn. And if you don't learn, your circumstances will never change. Have the courage to take risks. If you win, you will be happy. If you fail, you will be wise. Nothing is permanent. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, because no matter how bad things are, they will change. You learn nothing from life if you think you are right all the time. Education is man's most powerful weapon. People read one page of our personality and write the entire book themselves. Losing hope is a very dangerous thing. One of our biggest mistakes is assuming that other people think like us. There are many hours and minutes between now and tomorrow, and in any one of those minutes, the house could collapse. Man is a mammal. He likes to go for a walk alone, but he doesn't like to stand alone in his decision. I have never seen anything sweeter than compassion. The loneliest woman in the world is the one who has no friends. Society is like air, necessary for breathing, but not enough for survival. Wisdom comes to man after disappointment. A young man who never cries is a savage, and an old man who never laughs is a fool. The unforgivable sin is the refusal to forgive. You can never achieve anything good without making sacrifices. When one door closes, another one opens. The less expensive something is, the less important it is.